Sherry Jackson was born on February 15, 1942, in Wendell, Idaho, to Marita Gilbert and Curtis Jackson. The family would move to Kansas City when she was 1 year old, and her mother had been a charter member of the Kansas City Civic Theater as well as a radio actress. After Sherry's father died in 1949, Marita moved to Inglewood, California, where she would start the Westchester Junior Playhouse. Sherry would begin acting on the stage at the age of 5, and by the age of 7, she would have her first screen test for the film Snake Pit, starring Olivia de Havilland. She would then appear in the 1949 musical You're My Everything, and by age 9, she would have a role in Errol Flynn's Hello, God. Flynn would give her a nickel and told her to call him when she turned 18. Her first big role was in John Wayne's sports comedy Trouble Along the Way, and critics noted that she stole just about every scene she was in. The performance paved the way for her to be cast in her breakout role as Danny Thomas's daughter in his TV series Make Room for Daddy. Now, Sherry did suffer from shyness and performance anxiety, having panic attacks every night that she never told anyone about. She enjoyed working with Jean Hagen in particular, who played Thomas's wife. But Hagen would quit after the 3rd season, as she and Thomas didn't get along. Sherry didn't want to continue without Hagen, so she didn't appear in many episodes after Hagen's departure. She also wanted out of acting, as the grind would become too much, and she wanted some normalcy in her life. She would finish high school and return to Hollywood as a grown woman at 5'4" and 112 pounds of curvaceous beauty. The former child star was now described as a young Susan Hayward with a little Ava Gardner sprinkled in. She would appear in such popular TV series as Lost in Space, Batman, and Star Trek. She played opposite Frank Gorshin, who played the Riddler in Batman, describing him as a nice and funny man who couldn't stop smoking. But her popularity hit its peak when she appeared in the Star Trek episode What Are Little Girls Made Of? She played Andrea the Android with great conviction, and her beauty simply stole the show. I took the role very seriously, Sherry said. I gave much thought to what an android might think and feel. I was only 24 and at the peak of my attractiveness. The outfit also helped make the episode memorable. The outfit came under scrutiny by the censors of the time period. Side cleavage wasn't allowed, so they took some double-sided tape from William Shatner's toupee and taped the costume to Sherry's skin. Sherry would wear the costume at the Paramount commissary, where she would go for lunch. Director Blake Edwards spotted her and immediately cast her in Gunn, the movie version of the Peter Gunn TV series. Sherry would wear either a bath towel or a bedsheet throughout the movie, seducing the Gunn character. Sherry was filmed nude in a scene that appeared only in the international version, not the US release. Photo stills of the nude scene appeared in the August 1967 issue of Playboy magazine in a pictorial titled Make Room for Sherry. In addition to her acting career, Sherry would manage an apartment house she owned in Encino, do public relations work for a realtor in Beverly Hills, and manage a hotel she owned in Palm Springs on weekends. Her sex appeal would continue to get her offers for steamy roles, and she would appear in numerous TV shows and 7 feature films before she retired at the age of 40 in 1982. I probably retired too young and should have just taken a break, Sherry said. But I was getting typecast as the sexy femme fatale figure. Sherry would make a brief comeback at the age of 50 with a small role in the soap Guiding Light, but that would be her last credited appearance. She would have over 108 acting credits to her name at the end of her career. So thank you for watching this profile. I'd like to invite you to check out my streaming site by clicking the link below. Right now I do have 2 of Sherry's films available for streaming. One is Stingray, aka Abigail Wanted, and the other is a Miniskirt Mob. Sherry looks great in both. Inside you'll find some retro films as well as my own original productions that are filmed in a retro style. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.